Okay, let's go over the grammar page again. We asked what are relative pronouns and adverbs. A clause is a group of words that has a subject and a predicate but may or may not be a complete sentence. A dependent clause, remember we talked about that. A dependent clause is a type of clause that cannot stand alone. An independent clause can stand alone because it is a complete sentence. Here we have an example. My uncle cooks stew when the weather turns cold. The independent clause, meaning it could stand alone and be a sentence, is my uncle cooks stew. The dependent clause means if it were by itself it was not a complete sentence, is when the weather turns cold. A dependent clause can be introduced by a relative pronoun, such as who, whom, which, or that, or by a relative adverb, which is where, when, or why. In this example, my uncle, who is a chef, cooks stew. Who is a relative pronoun. My uncle cooks stew when the weather turns cold. When is a relative adverb. Okay, so if we look at some of these, the workers met when they were fed up with their working conditions. Okay, the dependent clause is introduced with when they were fed up with their working conditions. The workers met. That could be a independent clause because it could stand alone. If I put a period right there, that would be a complete sentence. Okay, Caesar, who organized the meeting, began the discussion. Who is part of our clause. Okay, go ahead and look at the rest of them yourselves. And then I want you to review this page over here that we went through yesterday as well. All right.